show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. Put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the visiting team and the Arizona Cardinals. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go in Glendale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
19 Lions, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Straight to the air they go. Hits his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
7 Pirates, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready? Warrior 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Pass play now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
Ready, set.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Come on.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Escape. Oh, he lost the football. And the Cardinals grab it. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but their first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Right side, and McBride has it. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
19 Tiger. Trap 60. Ready?
Throw here, 3rd down. On the move, headed right. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Tag. Go.
Airing it out to start this drive. And this one is launched downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Gets it to him on the screen. He has the touchdown. The Sentinels just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Ramiz Ahmed for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Sentinels will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Count.
Now throw to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 46-yard line.
On the ready.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Now that 65, 90, Hawk, 70, Hawk, ready.
They'll come out throwing. Forced out to his right. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Let's go now.
Throwing now off the play action. He's got a man left. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
18, Pioneer. Let's go.
To throw here on 1st down. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Stop. 70 Lions.
Throwing it again here. Look at that power, deep left side. That finds him deep down the sideline. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs too.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Still a one-possession game in the early stages. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They've got first and goal to work with. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Only a yard that time, and now it's second and goal from the 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals, 79 Broncos. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's in for the touchdown. The Sentinels take a 13-0 lead. Ahmed now for the point after. And it's no good. Denied by the right upright. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready? Ready?
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Dump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
19, 18.
Putting a receiver in motion.
70 range, 70 range.
Running for the marker on second. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And this give not as fruitful. They're out quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
19 Tiger, 19, 60 Bobcat, Panther 60, Panther 6, Mustang 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Buying some time left. The big play nets him 17 yards. 18 yards. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn up completion that nets them a 1st down.
And throw here on 1st. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skips down inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. New set of downs for him from the 31. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for no gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
A gain of
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Cardinals.
Exactly
first
2
down.
minutes to play in half
First
number
and 10
one.
at the 18-yard
More from
line.
State Farm Stadium after this. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 backwards. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Option play they give to Benson. He's not able to escape. His own read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 19 right. Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. And the Sentinels will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. 70 Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Airing it out to start this drive. It's everything he has up. That's grabbed inside the 30. And that is a touchdown. The Sentinels boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Ahmed now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Sentinels stretch the lead to 23.
Cardinals nothing.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying.
Kickoff.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Let's go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Nothing 19.
Setting up to throw. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Looking underneath here. Benson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Warrior 70.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's got McBride complete. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
He's dropping back to throw. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get their first points of this game just before halftime. Point after up is good from Boswell. And the Cardinals get it back to within 2 scores.
23, Cardinals 7. First Boswell set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's got the squiver. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Moiz Ahmed to kick off.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll play action on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And off to Benson from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Tag. 19, 60 Eagles.
He'll work against the blitz. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And look for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
19, 5 years.
Rolling from the gun here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Sentinels will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go. Trap 50, trap 50.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. A pickup of 17. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Setting up the running back screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Warriors, 70. Viking, 18, ready.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Quick slant to Ferguson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
60, trap 60, Dragon 60.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Sends this to the end zone. And he's got his man. Touchdown. The Sentinels pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ahmed now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Sentinels stretch the lead to 23.
Cardinals 7.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, 60 Bearcats, 60, let's go.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Finds Benson over the backfield. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
19 Lions.
Pass play coming here. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down.
Here we go. Panther 6, Mustang 19, 18, Pioneer.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Alert! Alert! Ready! 77 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go!
Give now to the running back. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Let's go now!
Trying to throw this from the gun. Cut down the the 34. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
First down, Sentinels.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Right back to Leggett. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Sentinels lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. Point after from Ahmed is good. And the Sentinels continue piling onto this lead. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Ready?
Going now on 1st down. It's his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Go! Bronco 80. 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
1st and 10, looking to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Number 14, Michael Wilson. It's a gain of 6. Makes it
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Tag!
Looking in the air here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Dre Greenlaw picks it off.
I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
They'll run here on 1st down. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to the well again. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Ready? Dragons, 19, Tigers. Ready?
Throw here, 3rd down. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives him the 1st.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 20.
They'll go play action. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. You got away with one.
Following the
19
near
tight,
interception, this is
19
2nd and 10.
Ready? Panther 11, Hawk 79 Broncos. Ready?
Back now, pressure coming. Flush down now to his left. Connects on the crosser. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
A gain of 30. And the
Still sticking with the passing game. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Rolling left, buying some time. He's got it over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First down now, ball at the 33. Sticking to the air here. All right, Leggett makes the ground. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Sentinels are running them out of the building. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. This one is up and good. And the Sentinels grow their lead yet again. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. They'll throw it here on first. Here's a screen to Benson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's a throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Come on, set! Cougar 19, ready?
Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got to get brought complete. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Dragon 60. Now.
They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing it again here. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down. From the red zone now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
19, Cub 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Let's go.
He's going to throw it again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone.
Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals putting up points in a game decided. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Cardinals cut into the lead by another point. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one.